Hey everyone, this is my video response to We All Juggle Knives entire Cold Steel collection. And really, I thought it was so cool what he did, getting all of his Cold Steel products and taking a video of them. I've been collecting Cold Steel for a long time, and similar to him, I've never really put my entire collection together because I figured it would be quite the undertaking, and it was. But his video did inspire me to try to put this together. So start with the larger items that I have from Cold Steel: the Brooklyn Smasher, and a Eskrima stick, and the Bakken. Here are the tomahawks, Bad Axe, there's the Vietnam tomahawks, some of the other things. If you guys collect Cold Steel or familiar with the products, you'll recognize a lot of these items. Something that I really like here is this Warhammer. Some machetes, the Gladius machete there, that double-edged one that kind of looks like it came from the movie 300. I think that's a pretty cool item. It's kind of a mini boar hunter there. The longer blades that I own from Cold Steel are the Scottish Dirk and the Hand and a Half Sword. I also own a big bore blowgun as well. That's a lot of fun to mess with. Oh, and I almost forgot that I do have a Sjambok. It almost, use a flashlight here to highlight that, almost blends in with the background. Coming over to my fixed blade collection of Cold Steel items, you'll see that I have the Laredo Bowie, the OSS, the Peacemaker, the Recon Tonto, the GI Fighter, the Kobun. Some of the more inexpensive products that they came out with were the Long Hunter and the Light series, kind of the more inexpensive, but I still picked them up. Thought they were kind of cool. The Bushmans, those have been around for quite some time. Here are more of the neck knives that I have, the K4, and I think this is the Secret Edge. I think the Steel Tiger is pretty cool. Have to admit that I don't know much about how to use it. The spikes, counterattacks. There's an older item there that's called the Desperado. It's basically like a Vaquero style blade, that S curve blade, but obviously it's got a little small handle. And I do have the Battle Ring and a couple of the Safe Makers. Kind of on the surplus of some of those more inexpensive knives, kind of like the Light series. Have a few more over here. There's a really inexpensive knife, the Kudu. The Tonto Light, the Outdoorsman Light, and the Bushman, those are all great utility knives that I like to use. I have them in various places. A lot of these I had in storage, but they've got a lot of good applications. Going up to the folding knives collection, you'll notice that most of them are going to be the Voyager series. Not sure how well this camera is picking up things. The flashlight's not going to make it much better. So the 3-inch Voyagers, the 4-inch, there's a Scimitar, which is not a Voyager inside there, and some Gunsight series with the Tano style. My everyday carry knife is this extra large Voyager, the clip point. Also have the X2 and the Vaquero 6-inch blades. Some knives that probably Cold Steel, I don't believe they even sell them, or the older models. It's like that Triple Action and the Pro Light, and there's the Recon 1. Again, there's one of those inexpensive Kudus. A couple of 4-inch tie lights, 6-inch tie light, and the larger folders. That would be the Raja and the Spartan. And then the Black Talon. A few years ago, Cold Steel came out with kind of a custom knife series, and the Black Talon is the one that I picked out. I really think that's a mean looking blade. Cold Steel also has a line of pepper spray called Inferno. These are some various sizes that I have. There's the larger size, probably more for home defense, I think is how that's marketed. Of course, a firearm would be much better, but obviously much more lethal, and that's a completely separate debate. But I do have quite a few Infernos. Have a honeycomb, which is really a cruciform dagger disguised as a brush. Have the Pocket Sharks, a Sharky, both the Koga 1 and the Koga 2. And now I know on this couch that it's, hopefully this shows the items better using my flashlight. Here are some things that I got on the Nightshade series. Won't really go into all of those, but this is a Delta Dart. Those are pretty inexpensive on certain websites, so I picked up quite a few of them just to kind of have and mess around with. Some Counter Strikes. These are the light, and then also you got the medium and the heavy duty. And these really aren't, these don't count as Cold Steel knives by any means, but a hat and a beanie. So I think in under 7 minutes I was able to show the majority of the products that I have from Cold Steel. I know that in storage or somewhere laying around the house I've got some items that I just can't find. I know I've got some Urban Pals and a couple of other items, but I think this gives a pretty good idea of what I have. Again, to We All Juggle Knives, thanks for watching the video. I think your videos are really cool, and I look forward to seeing more of them. Thanks a lot.